Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Couch3 here with another video, and today I'm just going to talk about a couple things. So today, King's Isle is going to be doing KI Live, which people have been speculating what they will talk about. So I'm going to give an attempt to speculate what they may talk about. So as you can see, my location right now is at uh, the shopping district, right? Not the shopping district, but Old Town. And there's a reason why I'm here, and let me explain. So here they showed a picture of Firecat Alley, right? So people are thinking that the rest of Wizard City will be redeveloped, like will be updated and whatnot. And if that's going to be the case, then my prediction is that maybe we'll learn something about this hole right here. This hole, right? They can't just do an update just to update the graphics and not do anything that's going to give us more gameplay experience for us maxes. So we could be having something to go on with this hole. I hope. People are saying that that's gonna be like the 130 dungeon. I don't think it's gonna be the 130 dungeon. I think it's just gonna be a skeleton key boss. But the problem is that they already have one over here, so I don't know if they're gonna do that. Um, personally, but personally for me, I do not think that the 130 dungeon will be coming out right now. And people may say, why is that? Um, first off, you guys understand it takes Wiz a little bit to release an update. Um, that's going to change how the game is run, right? When they release that 130 dungeon, they have to release all this new gear and all this new stuff. It's gonna change how the game is played at this level. You know, so how PvP is gonna get played, how everything's gonna get played. It's gonna be a long dungeon. They're probably gonna spend a lot of time creating bosses that have unique cheats and whatnot. So, sorry, I was still a little sick. So I don't think that the 130 dungeon is gonna come out in this update. Will I think come out on the summer update? I do not think so. It will come out on the summer update either. But will I think it will come out on the fall update? Yes. Because if Arc 4 is not going to be released this year, I believe that the 130 dungeon, or maybe other dungeons with the 130 dungeon, like maybe another level 100 dungeon they will release, another 130 dungeon, maybe a level 80 dungeon, or something like that, right? For new gear and stuff will be available in the fall. Now, that's what I think they're going to do. And then they're probably gonna spend all year working on Arc 4, right? This update, the spring update, is usually they usually release one thing that changes the game big, like heavily, and then they do like graphical updates and whatnot. So spring is like this little like calm and collective update, but one big thing usually happens. So last spring we had actually last spring update was pretty nuts, right? Let me get rid of this image now. That if you're wondering, that's the Firecat Alley Tower. That's what the new one looks like under the new update. So I'm also gonna stream my reaction to the update. Okay, I'm gonna stream my reaction to it. I think that'll be good. All right. So last year in spring, they released the pet kiosk, which was a major thing that they added. Right? They this adding at first I thought this was absolutely atrocious and they should have added this. Like, well, when I first looked at it glance, I thought this had nothing, like no value and whatnot. But as times went on, it became really good. So like people could get good pets by farming off this thing, and the pet hatching nightmares are over, where people charge packs for hatches and stuff like that. So that's over because of this thing. They also added 2 skeleton key bosses, I think, last spring, and they added a little bit of like backpack. I think it was bank space and like a little bit more extra like here and there stuff. So the spring update was sort of small in content, but big in stuff it gave to the max player. So I hope they do something like that, right? They released the 125 dungeon, which at first I thought was a waste of time, until when the 130 gear came out, the 130 hat and boots actually go well with the 125 robe, which my myth has. Um, I'll show you where the dungeon location is. But and they also released a kind of crappy low level boss for low level players that you can do to have low level players um, take part into the whole skeleton key thing, because I don't think low players could unless they're in Croctopia. Well, not low players, but free-to-play players, if you know what I mean by free-to-play, meaning that they don't pay for membership and they can't get anywhere. Let's go in here. Somewhere in the sewers. I gotta go find it. I still don't understand why they that you can't walk in, like, not walk but have a mountain here, you know? Was it down here? I don't think so. Let me check my map. Oh, the map doesn't help. The map doesn't even have like a sewers on the map. No, it definitely wasn't this way. Because, the sewer eagles went on it. It's down more. But yeah, so what I think they're gonna release, which I hope they do, if they're gonna release a skeleton key boss, I think the next thing that has to get changed is not the rings. Now let me explain why, right? Obviously we had the level 90 rings for a while, right? But that doesn't need to be changed because block is sort of dead at this point in the game. What they do need to release, there it is, it's down there as you can see. What they do need to release is a new dungeon with new themes. We haven't really had better themes since Darkmoor, or if you count the Morgantha themes as a decent one, then we haven't had a new a theme since 2014 that's really done a good job at replacing what we have. So yeah, this is a skeleton key really released last year, last spring. It was a actually decent, difficult boss. It wasn't the hardest boss, but it was still kind of out there for damage and whatnot. It was pretty good. But yeah, so I hope that they release a new skeleton key boss with a new theme. We've had these themes for a while. Anything that you see level 100 plus, Darkmoor got released I think in 2014, if I remember correctly. It's 2019 now, so we had these for about 5 years. About 5 years at this point, 4 to 5 years. So we need a new dungeon. Not a new dungeon, but maybe a new skeleton key boss that releases newer themes that we can play around with. Maybe gives a little bit more of everything that we have already. Maybe 2 extra damage, 2 extra block, maybe an extra resist, not resist but extra accuracy, maybe 2% power up chance, more health, more mana, you know, and the 4 things. Just a little bit extra. Something that will finally replace this, right? Because if you count this Ice Paradox dagger, right, as a new theme, then you're smoking something, because this is not a new theme. You know, they basically put all the block that they took from us and just slapped it on the theme, and they're like, here you go, you know. But yeah. So I just wanted to make that quick video, explaining what I think will be released in the spring update. I'll be doing a reaction, I think, to the stream. I'll just be viewing the stream on my side. On what I stream, I'll be viewing it and see how I think it's good and whatnot. So I'm hoping for that. That's all I care about. If they release, you know, the new graphics, fine. If they release something that's gonna make me do something for a couple weeks just to farm all my characters in, I'll be happy to do that. A 130 boss would be great. Something that we could just farm for. Maybe even if it requires skeleton keys, I don't care. You know, something I can just farm for. So something I could just add maybe to have it, or something just to do in this game, because currently I'm sort of not really doing anything. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say today. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Caldos13. I'll be streaming on there today at around 5 o'clock, and I'll be reacting to, there was a 101, actually I won't be streaming when they're streaming, I'll be reacting to it after their KI Live. I'll be watching their whole wizard part, not their pirate part, but their wizard part. So I'll look forward to that. Alright, I'll see you guys all another day.